Before Alina and Lucy could have a real conversation, she was like, "Hey, so I saw this like Fredonian, this like guy in his glasses chasing after this girl with brown hair in the forest. They're heading to a lighthouse. I don't know what's going on with that." And the party was like, "A damsel is in distress," and so we began a. Whoa, Malik! Look at this dude.
He's not loaded in. Oh, he's loaded in.
I'm not.
I like him.
Oh yeah. Big green.
Giant enemy
like
crab.
Go see a doctor.
What the fuck is literally Mr. Green?
No, but so Dick Green was like, okay, look, I know this looks bad, and I know you people probably don't like Fredonia, and that's understandable, but look, that wasn't us. That was like 3 people doing bad things. And we were like, huh, okay, FBI man, if that even is your real name. And he said, no, my name's Dick Green. And we're like, all right, FBI man, you piece of shit, you motherfucker. We'll believe you for now. But then Lucia pushed him aside and was like, hey, Nora. And she was like, oh my God, Lucia, Dust Dusters, hi. And before we could save her and get her out of the lighthouse, enemy crabs and Kuatoas and Sarg Lagoon and Marsh Giants appeared, and we're like, oh, we have to defeat the evildoers. And that's what we're doing right now.
That's the right roll for initiative, thank you. For
He's fucking rock in the back line.
Yeah, he was not expecting this at all.
That fucker went full fucking Leroy.
Oh, welcome back.
You know what? I gotta kill this guy.
We got a good vibe going on, bro. We got a good vibe going on.
And it's hit because it's off guard.
You know, I can really relate.
How do you want to do this?
To spending a last like hero point after you get a crit and you're like, I need to kill this guy. That shit's relatable.
It's too good. Artemis runs up the side of the rocks here, and like slashes his arm, and then leaves the axe trailing behind, and then rips it through his back.
As it attempted to try to swing back against you, you delivered devastating blows to the Sarg Lagoon, slaying this fiend with your silver-coated axe.
Lakutor aberrations, Clayton.
Percy said he was called like.
Yeah, I looked. I remember I gave them the beast amphibious and evil tag.
Percy, shouldn't it be the crab's turn? Why is there a timer on screen, or is that timer for you?
There's a timer on screen. Because there's an individual coming into Russian to help you.
Oh.
Douglas!
No way!
He's here. Save the day.
Why is he level 12? Wait, hold on.
He's not even played!
Wait, Malik, what?
They pulled that character out of the beta test, bro.
Dude, I can't believe Salas has come back just like this.
It's just that simple.
Welcome back, Solasta 2.
Anyway.
I'm gonna try to slam into Lucia.
Technically, my AC's 34, Percy.
It's gonna try to run away.
Oh? Does it really know? Really?
Reactive strike.
Critical hit.
Ah, never mind. Maybe Artemis can save her.
You save your reaction, buddy.
How do you want to do this?
I see it try to run away, and Lucia will just like as it's running, Lucia's going to throw Sunbreaker, and it's just going to throw. It's gonna come back like a boomerang, but it's gonna cut off all of its legs. Just coming back.
One of its blue like crab pincers rolls over, and the Kuatan look at each other frightened.
Oh, guys, we might be cooked.
The heart on Artemis, which gives her the temp HP, and he is going to command Devora to shed spirit.
Oh my god!
As on the giant.
So stoke the heart on Jane.
Yeah, stoke the heart on Artemis. If that succeeds, is it half damage? Or you can't fucking read.
Yeah, I think yeah, if it's basic will, it's always assumed to be half damage on success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, that is still
15 points
15
of damage.
spirit damage. As Devora you see Devora just like open up, and a golden light shoots out of her and shoots into the giant's fucking skull.
Yeah, it's just
Like, into his
trying.
eye.
After finishing spitting on you, Noah, Devora launches it and blows up against it.
Devora goes full Angry Birds.
Yeah, straight up.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
That's also gonna hit Jane.
Tan.
Did
That's
you apply
dangerous.
the temp HP before you joined?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Malik, this
If
guy's
you
gonna try to
didn't,
run.
then it would have been 8 HP. But
Okay. I'm pretty sure I applied it. I think the crit just did that much damage.
just making sure my shit's
Wait.
useful.
Malik, you try to.
I'm a T-Rex, bro. I don't know what you're expecting from me.
I'm expecting a little bit of a little bit of fight, bro.
He doesn't
Oh,
have
I
a
did.
dedication. Yes, bro.
Quick,
He's so
no, Malik, turn into one of the water sauruses and follow him.
The famous dinosaur, the Watersaurus.
Watersaurus.
That might be because with aerial form, I had to get aerial form before I could get a flying dinosaur.
Yeah.
Shit, now I'm curious. Hold on.
Artemis.
Yeah,
Real name Arietti. Get dog.
What the fuck? Why would you do that?
Why would you then name Artemis?
That's so fucked up. Okay. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it's like 1 HP.
Over the heart, +4 status
Well, then,
damage.
Yeah, Artemis just cuts him down.
Just, and as you do so, you cut across his belly and his intestines kind of spill out before plopping onto the ground, belly down.
Yummers.
Ugh.
I think... No, wait, because that's difficult terrain. Fucking slick rock. Yeah.
Lucy, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, Lucia will see Artemis go up to smack the crab, and in a moment, in just a brief moment of thinking, she will jump up and fire will emanate around her, and she will Doctor Doom foot dive into the crab's head
Damn.
and kind of
You're a crack through its shell.
and I bounce off of that to the other side, and I deliver a very a powerful upward slash with my keylade in my right hand to the crab.
As you deliver a devastating blow with an uppercut of the blade, you realize you have added more to the village's new find, a new game. What else you doing?
Oh, that's all she can do. I mean, you can make the crab like roll for like the fortitude and the fortitude saves.
Like, it fills you with determination.
Yeah.
The old man back there is all right, but what the hell's going on here?
Well, we heard word that a man in glasses was chasing after a girl in that little chase led over here to the lighthouse, and we just kind of followed up with that little report, and well, you saw what happened. Got jumped by some crabs and whatever the hell that thing is behind you.
Now, Percy, do I recognize them as the shark?
You would, yeah. Especially by their Keyblade armor. At least the what Jane, Artemis, and Lucy are wearing. With Noah probably wearing some sort of like insignia or badge indicating not just his family house, but also the Ashari. Yeah, no, I figured probably should have.
Why are you here?
I'm here because we have a rogue soldier. He's a deserter, traitor. We'll try to hunt him down, and I think we were able to locate him to the crypt in Hakonstead. But we were looking for some information here at the lighthouse because there might have been a chance that he was here.
And you're chasing a girl?
She was in the area. Alright, she looked like she was being chased by something. I thought I'd help out, alright? I know it looks bad, but I promise you it was with good intent.
I'll look back to all this and be like, yeah, you sure did a lot of help, Mr. FBI.
You think my little sidearm is gonna help with all of this? Listen, you guys already had it. All right, you got mystical keys and transformations. I didn't need to do
You
much.
didn't even try. Now get out of the way.
Get fucked, Dick Green. You suck.
Get out of the way.
Get fucked, Dick Green. You suck.
Dick, you should go get that checked out at the doctor.
I'll just go over and open the door.
You see, little Nora Fiske. She's the daughter. You would recognize her. You probably have met her on a number of occasions, as the daughter to Nairobi Fiske, the tavern keeper down the road. She waves over. She goes, "Oh, hi, Doug."
Miss Fiske? You know how dangerous the lighthouse can get.
I know. I was just trying to perform my Argonaut's deed, you know.
Well, I suppose there are worse ways to do it.
Yeah.
Come.
I'm good. She'll nod. Grain.
Isaac Rain. Thank you, Lassie.
Below
Yes,
smile.
Mr. Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty important in the grand scheme of things, no?
That he is, but I love him all the same.
That's quite nice. A shari, huh? What brings a shari to the area?
Situation happened back at Cloudspire, and we were asked to help out Lord Aiden Hawkwood.
Ugh. Awkward. He's a bit of a prick. But...
I mean, he's a vassal and ally to Princess Griselda, and well, a friend of a friend is how I'm kind of seeing it. Got 2 big crabs. I'm sure they could use all the meat they could get.
Alright. You got the rope?
Percy. It's a very odd question. Percy, would you say that 50 feet of rope would be enough to I guess bind both crabs and drag them back with us?
Yeah.
If it isn't, would you say that 100 feet of rope would be enough?
Yeah, I think 100 feet of rope would probably be doable.
I'm just gonna go to an open area and go, alright, tie it to me. And I will go back to being a Tyrannosaurus, but for 1 hour because of form control.
Nice.
Deal with most, like, they have Ash Williams, they have a bunch of Resident Evil characters.
They have
Nicolas Cage.
They have Alan Wake.
No.
They do have
Yeah.
Alan Wake.
Okay. Because
How
Alan makes sense.
the
Also,
fuck
what do
do
you?
you change that? I still got no clue.
Oh, it's over in the items tab. You'll see token variants PCs. You'll go to Dusters, and then you'll see it. There's a whole folder for Lucia, because there's a couple of forms for her. Just a few.
Yeah.
Items. Which fucking...
I'll say real quick, you guys will help drag the 2 crabs, and Mr. Dick Green, Richard Dick Green, is going to accompany you back to the village. He's going to take a bit of a distance. He's not going to be like talking to any of you, but he's just going to be keeping a distance and following from behind as you guys make your way back to Hakonstead. I'm going to call for a small break here. I'm going to go grab some coffee, but we'll call for a break here for now. Portcullis, you do see a couple of the construction workers yet again waving over at all of you. None of them seem too bothered by the presence of a dinosaur, and you get the feeling that it's because Mr. Douglas here appears to be a regular and has done this enough times for at least a lot of the regular workers to be adjusted to his transformations. And so, as you all walk in, you see some of the villagers who are like carrying like stalks of wheat or carrying bags of rice. As they wave over and pass over by some of you guys, they give Mr. Dick Green here the stink eye as the one who clearly stands out with his clothes and accessories. And they're giving him the stink eye as they're passing by, but he doesn't pay no mind or any real attention to that. Now that you are here on Hakonstead, what are you looking to do?
Who is the head of Hakonstead?
Kuatoa are still in the region. They fucked off for now, but they may come back at any point. Granted, whoever was leading them is just as butchered as the crab.
Misu and the female dragon here says, Doug, did you leave any witnesses at the very least?
Was I not supposed to leave? I didn't realize you thought I was so bloodthirsty.
I just assumed if, every time you transform into a bloody dinosaur.
Well, how do you know I transformed into the dinosaur, not a bear?
Facts
Lucy
was
will
st-
Lucy will look back to Douglas and look back to me soon and say, he turned into a dinosaur. If
That's what I figured.
I kind of cross my arms and go, don't always turn into a blooded dinosaur.
Abose looks at his wife with a bit of concern, a furrowed eyebrow, before he looks to you, Lucia, and says, we'll be sure to send these reports to our Lord Aiden, but, no, this seems about right. Please keep this on the down low as well. We don't want the populace here to be too concerned about demonic activity, but indeed, there's a chance that this demon may have arisen out of the crypt. We have a very famous Hakonstead crypt here, where all the old warriors were buried.
Yeah, Lord Hawkwood was just telling me and everyone else about the things going on in the crypt, and that's actually what we're going to be tomorrow morning. That's what we're going to be dealing with.
Very well.
Just arrived in town and he's already throwing you all into the haunted crypt?
Yeah, I don't know. It's that, and then I'm sure he's going to have us do something back in Whitestone too, but Lucy will shrug and say,
where
what it is.
of what you might be facing down there.
Lucy will put her kind of like hand on her chin, scratch a bit, and say, okay, I'll do some research tonight then.
I'll kind of get a bit closer and I'll whisper in Draconic, how long have you known that there's a green dragon? Is it like full grown?
She leans down to you, Douglas, and Draconic, and says,
as she does this, I'm like, yeah, this feels a wee demeaning.
Oh my god. Oh my god, who's taller? Who's taller, Douglas or Lucia?
How tall is Douglas, Ballard?
Actually, I didn't, funnily enough, I haven't really thought about that, because I didn't know what to base dwarf height off, especially because they still default to medium.
Yeah.
Please say shorter than 5'3". Please say shorter than 5'3".
Say 5'3.5".
How tall is Senshi Dungeon
No
Mission?
way.
And say, but yes, that is pretty much everything. Just wanted to inform you that, and thank you for the information regarding the dragon.
Misha nods, and Amose says, oh, by the way, if you see Miss Alina Dara anywhere, please inform her that she is welcome to stay at our residence or wherever she'd like. She's been running around as of late. That young girl, so much pep in her step for such a magistrate, honestly.
Yeah, I know Lena. I actually had to go speak to her myself. Last I saw her, she was back at the Drunken Rest Inn. I think she should still be there.
Are you two related?
In a way, yeah.
They both nod at each other. You have no idea what to make. You're not sure what they think of that, but
Little does Douglas know he's gonna see Lena and be like, "Oh, Lucia, what the fuck are you wearing?
why did your hair
Put
get so
some clothes
long?
on, you whore!"
You harlot!
Yeah, Lucia will turn to Douglas and Noah and say, Douglas, thank you for all your work today, though. Really, it really helped us out back there."
Mm-hmm.
And she will now look to Noah and say, "I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the Drunken Rest Inn. Look around and be like, suppose we should at least gather some supplies before going to the crypt tomorrow. Antidotes, anti-plagues, all that stuff."
Mhm. Yeah, with a green dragon on loose, that would be advised.
Yeah, no, I plan on doing as much research as I can tonight. Alright, well, I'll see you back at the tavern.
Jokes aside, what do you know about this group?
Misun looks over, continues in Draconic, and says, well, they've had a bit of a shake-up as far as I'm aware regarding their roster, and I believe Well, we have taken the hood boy under our care at the moment. It appears that some sort of vampire might have given him quite a lethal bite. So be on a lookout for any such bloodsuckers under your midst.
Vampire. Well, nasty thing. Regardless, to my point, I bring up the question because they're Shari, but they're a bit of an infamous group of Ashari. I was planning on keeping an eye on them. Not to say I don't trust them, they seem like good enough kids, but you know how it is when a new group comes into a town.
Never know exactly what their intent is.
That's the BI.
What does that stand for?
I'll look at her. Honestly, I don't remember. But he's one of them government types. Fredonian government. So, not sure where he's staying, but you can bet all hell I don't trust him.
They both give like a solemn nod as they try their best not to direct their attention toward him. And you look back and you see Dick Green. Yeah, he's just smoking a cigarette. He's like, tapping the cigarette, and like the ashes falling onto the pavement below.
I'll look over and go, if I'm lucky, the lung cancer will get him first. I'll see you two later.
They both smile and wave you goodbye.
We'll interrupt her and kind of like put her hand up and say, "You don't gotta thank us, Nora. We're just doing our job, helping people. It's all fine."
Of course, I just can't help but admire you and your group's efforts, especially with what happened in Hope Haven and everything that's happened with uncovering that conspiracy with that one Chantry woman and slaying a red dragon.
We do have a lot of accomplishments, yeah.
And also, you took out that crook at Hope Haven, and you also, uncovered that whole thing with the portal to the sublimity with those two sisters. I've read up on everything.
Lucy's just gonna go, "Wow, you really have."
Of course,
And she's kind of like, as she thinks to herself, "Man, we have really done a lot, haven't we?"
a lot.
Fully on to join the Argonauts Guild. Let's I don't want to say I'll help you find it, but find the answer to that. But I'll tell you, I can take you under my wing.
As she takes your hands, she holds on to him more tightly. She goes, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate it." And she gives you a kiss on the cheek.
It's quite alright, Nora. Really, I mean, it'd be my pleasure to. Never really had someone, I guess, in this sense, it'd be an apprenticeship. I haven't really had something like that before, but I look forward to all that. I'll be sure to teach you what I know.
She's a big old beaming smile. You see her green eyes kind of glow a little low in the twilight, and you could see her freckles a bit more clearly. She's very, very, very much a doe-eyed adventurer, despite being probably a few years in experience. Ultimately,
Yeah.
I was walking through the woods. I was just clearing out a very basic quest. It was just uncovering some sort of horrid, corrupted tree, some sort of vile necromancer or evil druid at work. And I accomplished that, but as I was walking by, something was chasing me, something utterly powerful. I usually try to avoid fights when I can help it.
Do you remember any specifics about it? If you can't, that's fine. I'm just trying to understand.
Long brown hair, brown skin, finely dressed, but he looked human. Clean
Percy,
shaven.
Is that enough to roll a recall knowledge for?
This would be a religion check.
When I say this, but it seems as if you had a close encounter with the Moroi.
It couldn't have been one from Lord Aiden's court. He would never allow such a thing. I know.
Yeah, Lucy will shake her head and say, "No, I don't believe so either."
I mean, I've heard stories of Lord Aiden coming to various villages to select a particular woman to replenish himself. But it's all done willingly, and some of these girls, they are very quick to throw themselves at him. But I've never... He's very, very strict when it comes to members of his court and them feeding on us. I once heard a story about him personally staking a warrior in his court for feeding on someone here in Hakonstead. So he takes these things seriously. So I'm just assuming it's someone from the outside.
Probably, but once all that's all said and done, I'll come back and find you.
And she'll jump up and down, very big, giddy and happy, and she'll give you another kiss on the cheek.
All right. Yeah, just take care for a bit. I gotta head out.
And she'll nod. And she'll wave over at you, Noah, as well.
All right.
Nora smiles and waves back.
All right. She's just gonna, as she's leaving, Lucy, a big old smile, be like, having a lot of funny internal thoughts, and then she's gonna go walk over to Dick Green. Face goes immediately down to like a serious, like straight face, and goes, "All right, Mr. Green. When exactly do you know about what's going on in the crypt? I remember hearing you mention something to Douglas about she's gonna snap her fingers, and be like, the Fredonians or whatever inside the crypt. Assumption, but doesn't your country literally have that whole combat diver program, and isn't that a bit of a ethical conundrum when you think about it?
Listen, what the U.S. Space Force does is none of my concern. Do I have negative opinions about the type of stupid shit they spend money on? Of course. Right? Whatever money that goes over there doesn't come back to us. And the paranormal division's got jack shit for resources. Alright? We aren't like you, Ashari, right? We don't got any major prestige. We don't got public, trust and funding. We certainly don't got any religious sanctimony about us. We're just here to do bureaucratic work.
Yeah, makes sense. That's fine.
He'll take another drag of a cigarette, and he'll throw it to the ground and kind of stomp on it a little bit, kind of drag it out with his boot.
Well, we're going to that abandoned crypt tomorrow morning. Are you and your own? You said you came over with 2 other people, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be going down there too?
We'll be following along, but I think my team's like holding out. But I'll stop by and let you all know.
All right then. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Green. If you're not gonna head over at the drunken rest for a bite to eat or something, Lucy will bend down and pick up the cigarette butt and put it in the in like a trash can nearby.
Mm-hmm.
As before she leaves, Lucy will go tell Noah and Artemis where she's going, and that before we rest tonight, we should have a discussion about tomorrow morning. And yeah, Lucy's going back to the drunken rest. That before we rest tonight, we should have a discussion about tomorrow morning. And yeah, Lucy's going back to the drunken rest. Fuck you, Dick Green! Don't litter, bitch.
Yeah, that's right though. You have stayed true to your druidic ways.
I get a druid point.
I would give you a hero point. Where do you have max hero points?
I have 10 HP.
I'll walk by Dick Green as I'm heading back to the inn and go, "Don't trust you, Fredonian."
The fuck did I do, dwarf?
I just want you to know that. I've got me eyes on you.
How good are those eyes?
You're the one wearing sunglasses out here.
He'll kind of like laugh to himself as you walk away.
What about the graveyard with the heroes and stuff?
I suppose that will do. But
Okay.
rather grim space for a conversation, what would you say?
Well, I have a different view of it, mostly because of my uncle's stories.
I suppose that will be true. Well then.
I think it was... And Artemis will proceed to get them lost for, like, half an hour.
Zoro.
Zoro? I think it was this way.
As you go the wrong direction. You swing back around after about 30 minutes to the grave. To the the cemetery of fallen
But
heroes.
within the group, I did not coordinate Jane's steering of the topic. That was not my intention. I deeply apologize.
I mean, it's fine. She was probably right. You know, I probably shouldn't keep secret. It's just it messes
She was
everything
right.
up in a group dynamic, and no, it's fine.
It was the wrong manner in which to approach it, and it is your secret to choose whether to tell us or not. I would have been fine not knowing. It is not crucial. But what is crucial is that going forward, now that we do know that you're okay, and that you know that you're safe with us, and you can talk to us about anything you need to regarding these struggles. Seems to have some infernal qualities to her. Alexander, well, he seems rather normal, but it seems that he's more than accepted human being, given the state he's currently in.
I mean, I chalk it up to his practical sense of practicality.
What
I
I'm
guess
trying
it
to
would
say-
make sense to have me at full strength then.
What I'm trying to say is that we're all freaks. And I'm not trying to say this to reduce your experience by no means, but I'm trying to say that we all know in some way what it's like to not be accepted, and I don't think any of us would want to inflict that harm onto others. I know certainly that I would not. Yes. Noah raises his hand and slightly pulls down his sleeve, and you see like his veins are like almost, they're visible, but they're like cracks of golden light in his skin where the veins should be. And as he pulls it up, and it's like, you know, I thought that as much that my blood would not be ideal, but I can prevent the elements of drainage from others. If someone else would be willing to offer sustenance, I do not believe that you'd have to continue starving yourself with us.
Well, it's I suppose that is nice. If you had a painkiller, that might have helped too. I think half the other half someone might not is principle, like Lucia, or the experience itself.
They get the sense that Artemis is still like scared.
Oh yeah, no, she's like she has her arms around herself, and yeah, very anxious looking.
Noah just like looks confused for a second, and then I think it clicks for him, and he's like, Were you scared of me?
I mean, a little bit. It's not hard to. It's pretty hard to miss your family's reputation, especially when you're a bit paranoid about your own life. I'm the one that knew before.
I try to understand the feeling. Well, the Strider family, our motto, my father came up with it, so it's rather recent, but he says that the world is ill in many ways, and we're to be the cure-all. I do not believe that means cleansing the world of people who are afflicted with things they do not control. Would be rather hypocritical of me to believe that, of all people.
I suppose so. It's but it is quite effective of a motto. Your father shows right in terms of intimidation.
He does have the effect on people who don't know him well enough.
You know, despite the way that you sometimes get tired or that you have to support yourself with a cane, it's, I mean, you're still pretty intimidating to me.
Thank you. And here I was thinking I was going to be the one that has to lift you up.
Well, I'm learning that we all are supposed to lift each other together.
I suppose that is true. Well, what I'm trying to say is, if it ever reaches a point where you think you don't want these abilities anymore, I will do everything I can to try and figure out a way to reverse your condition.
Thank you. Still have to be careful around who we show it. I mean, the effects of this undeath healing should be pretty obviously distinct from like regular healing.
I suppose it is true.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just might assume.
I wouldn't know. I don't believe I've ever tried it before. Haven't had the pleasure of aiding an undead in the past, but I suppose we'll see.
Oh, speaking of, we need to go back to Lucy and discuss our next plans?
Yes,
Is it getting
indeed.
late? And Arvis will look back at the sun, burn her eyes, and look back. We need to go back to Lucy and discuss our next plans?
Yes,
Is it getting
indeed.
late? And Arvis will look back at the sun, burn her eyes, and look back.
Is she retarded?
It's the caps. It's like the yellow caption with the Riddler. Is she retarded?
Well, we should be heading back. Apparently, according to the magistrate of this town, there is a great dragon in that cave, so if we still have some anger about, or stress about the current situation, I think you'll have plenty of chances to let it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I wonder how Alexander's doing.
Cut to Alexander.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
Ah, that's true. He's more for the mind than the body. It's unfortunate that we don't have any more. Or I guess Jane, but she seemed still quite upset at other things.
I think she'll come to her senses. It really wasn't appropriate to breach those matters while you revealed your secrets to us.
Maybe, but it's well, it's done. We'll just have to move forward. Plus, we talked it through at least, so I feel better regardless. Whatever else is sort of Lucia's and Jane's thing, and I don't think we should be getting in between that. Stormfather blesses you, and Artemis will like do a small prayer to Alex Green.
Out of it, Aiden said he was a righteous man following a righteous cause. Flashback to Dalek. You Baphomet supporter! Ah!
Remember CQ, basically CQC at Albury.
It's just him being the most like unhinged individual.
Bro, I really like how Dalek's entire character shifted because of two events. Because of two major events. One, Eduardo's death. And two, Dimitri playing Metal Gear at the time.
You know, I do enjoy that one of the major events in Dalek's life, the short time we knew him, was a ruined encounter. And that changed the trajectory
of his whole life, his whole brief life.
Oh, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
I should Lucia saying that. It's like she's actually saying that on the voice call with Isaac. It's like, go do it. Why are you telling me?
Go piss her.
And she's definitely peeing while on the line.
Noah just prestidigitation of the dandelion and puts it down. It doesn't look quite right. The stem is also made of yellow and starts turning translucent, but he puts it down at the grave.
He was brave and mighty, and went out with a bang. Or so Alvarin says.
Not a bad life.
A short one apparently, but yes.
It's a lot of mixed emotions. I don't quite know whether or not... I don't even know if he is our father in the truest sense, if he's just back brimming with a sort of hatred, or if that really is deep down who he is. I don't know. And he's caused so much trouble for all of you.
I mean, I was just gonna, on a gut reaction, say it's all alright, but... Which, you know, obviously it's not, but... In a way, it's... I don't know, it's... I'm trying to find the silver lining in all this, too, and working under Lord Hawkwood isn't the worst in the world so far.
The Lord Hawkwood, yeah.
I met the man, and... Well, first off, he's not as handsome as you.
He'll roll his eyes. Which is...
She's gonna pause and say, "You know what? With all the stuff that's happened to me this year, you'd think a disembodied voice would be like the least weird thing that I would have to hear. But you're right.
Yeah, honestly, the weirdest thing is having a baby. But
yeah, we did that, didn't we?
I mean, it was mostly you, but
Lucy will flick her hair and say, "Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it's whatever."
she took all of your traits, actually.
No, she has your one purple eye.
That's true, I suppose. I'm hoping our next kid at least looks a little like me.
Littles does Isaac. No, it won't. I am in charge of what they look like. You're just now telling me?
No, I figured it would feed into your ego.
But that's all I have.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, a lot of it's very aspirational, if a bit intense.
Well, I am going to give those a read when I get back to the house.
I mean, some of them, I don't know if you... Maybe I should just redact the portions directed my way as well, I'm just saying. She's quite intense in how she feels about my hair and my beard.
Lucy will look to Isaac and say, "Wow, Isaac, you're just building a harem, aren't you?"
I'm not looking forward to... listen, I'm not some sultan, okay? I'm not looking to build a harem.
Says the man with two wives.
He'll roll his eyes.
Lucy's gonna flush and say, It's just a lot. It makes me really happy.
I'm happy for you. I think this is what you're truly meant for.
Yeah, but I still got 2 months left.
Yeah,
I'm
2 long
praying,
months, but I think we'll make it through.
I'm praying the suspension doesn't impede my chances of graduating too much.
I think we'll make it through.
Be fine.
Through whatever trials and tribulations that may come our way.
Yeah, of course. I'll let you get to tending to Rose. I'm gonna speak with Alina now.
Of course. And you see Rose is like grabbing his beard. He's like, she's learned to do that a lot now.
Oh, that's adorable. She rips a chunk of hair out.
Collins.
I figured that, but well, it's just nice to know. I guess it's just nice to actually formally meet you.
Yeah,
I guess,
I kept the secret close to my chest because I didn't want you to be too concerned about, well, all of that, on top of being in a shawty at the beginning. Could have said something when we were in the pool rooms, but I thought I'd bide my time, and for you to figure it out on your own.
That was probably for the best. Honestly, if you had told me back then, she's gonna shake her head and say, "I'm not too sure what I would do."
You would have spiraled out of control, maybe. Done
I
something.
would have done some terrible,
drastic.
irrational things.
No. Particularly dangerous, at least in this kingdom, and across the other kingdoms on this planet. It's just the way things have been. Cloning has just always been seen as a major taboo. I've grown up into it, so I don't really haven't thought much of it. Every instance of a uprising with involving clones usually ends very sour. And she continues to press up against her boob. Oh, this really is similar to mine.
Hold on, Lucy will squeeze her boob, and then look. Douglas. And Lucy will lean over and
Douglas is like, why are these women fondling each other?
It's a girl.
Forced to witness self-censure.
Lucy's her boob and like, oh, wow, that is uncanny, huh? It's really weird. Do we still stay friends, or do we have to like try to avoid each other now, or? I mean,
we could always share. We could always share husbands and wives.
Lucille will plink and go, no.
No.
Personally, not a fan of sharing my husband any more than I have to.
Zoe's too much for you.
Honestly, it was quite a shock when he had first told me. He told me my birthday, by the way. Isn't that crazy?
That man's sense of timing.
It's really bad, but Noah's always been a nice partner. I wouldn't say wife, because, well, not formally married to her too, but it's nice having her there.
I don't see you as anything lesser, and I don't see myself as the true one. I've already seen you as a different person anyway.
Lucy will smile very warmly and go, I figured you'd say something like that without, the last time I actually talked with you, but it's just nice to hear that regardless. So, what are you doing here in Hakonstead?
Well, I'm helping to track down a particular troublesome vampire, one that Lord Aiden was informed of not too long ago. One from Vinyamar. I'm sure you've heard the news.
The leader of the cultist group, right?
Mm-hmm. I can give you a name.
And what's the name?
It's some of the undead, but I've yet to talk to Mr. Noah Strider about it. Please keep that on the down low for the time being. I wish to find my own time to try to reveal that information to him.
Oh, leave one on the down low. I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go. Wow, really strong abs. She has not like left her hand on your body.
What was that? I missed that. I only heard Noah Strider.
No, it's okay. You don't know anything.
She's feeling up my abs, and I kind of look at her and go like, so is this like weird in a way?
So, Percy, is anyone else outside like talking, or am I also hearing all of it?
It's just you, bro. You're just forced to witness this.
He puts in air plugs at one point.
He's the closed eyes dog gif.
Lord save me.
And now Noah and Artemis.
Finally.
Artemis is good. No, wait. No, wait. No, I think it's this direction. I remember not trying this one. No, come.
What directions?
No, come on. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
It's the sound of the sea.
Hmm.
That's what it was.
It's shocking that we met a blizzard so many times. We just see it right nearby.
It's I'm not used to going around cities. More like the forest.
You see 2 pink gremlins at this table.
So anyway, Alina, have you ever thought about cutting your hair?
Holy hell. The other two finally arrived.
Look at his face, bro. Look at his face. He's so done with it.
We're doing that tomorrow.
You don't you discuss.
We're back down to business. Okay, I'll go grab myself a drink. Why don't you all do your business talk?
Bye, Alina.
She'll wave over.
Lucia will look over to that.
I'll kind of like, we kind of just like rest my face in my hand and go, good gods, you two. Ugh. I had to wait for these two to show up, so you all would start discussing your plans with the catacombs and just listening to you two talk.
What? We got a lot to catch up on.
I wanted to kill myself.
Look, I have to pay. I had to pay attention because I've been tasked to keep an eye on Silverwall. So it's like, okay, you're a reflection. She's the original. All of that, sure. But then good gods, and then you two just wouldn't stop. Just like I'll do like a grabbing motion.
She's gonna look at Douglas like, and look. It's my first time seeing her after like figuring out that I was her reflection, and she kind of says that like a down low voice. I'm a reflection. Says you already know somehow. How do you know that? I'll ask that.
Because I heard.
Oh.
Devora doing this party is so retarded.
But,
hitting the Trojan Noah.
on top of
Evil Noah.
Evil.
And Lucia will kick Alina under the table like,
Ow!
hey, don't talk about my party member like that.
But look at him, he's so pretty. I just scroll through photos showing Douglas.
Yeah, this is the live Douglas reaction.
It's like Alexander Various like hood clothing, like professionally done photos.
That being said, though, Artemis, Noah, you guys okay with that
so
plan?
many photos of this kid.
Yes, indeed.
Do you think he's pretty?
Okay.
I'm. Yeah.
Mr.
It's,
if you will.
Do we know the name of that vampire?
Yeah, Alina said his name was Albaz Calidus.
Oh.
And that's where we'll end the session.